Hello guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel and thank you for your love and support. This is a special video which is related to the best smartphones available in 2020. We have 6 categories to define these phones, which are the budget friendly phones, the mid-range phones, affordable flagship phones, true flagship phones, gaming phones, Pro Max Ultra Plus editions. So what are you waiting for? Let's get started.
First of all, let me tell you how we have chosen these phones as winner and runner-up. We have compared specs, display, performance, camera, and build quality to decide the winner. Coming to the first category, let's start with the budget-friendly phones. There are three phones impressed me a lot. They are Poco X3, Realme 7 Pro, Moto G 5G. First, when we prepared this video, Realme 7 Pro was the winner, but recently Moto G 5G came into the picture. 5G phone without any bloatware and ads. So Moto G 5G is the winner for the budget-friendly segment. If Moto G 5G doesn't come with the 5G, I would have considered Realme 7 Pro on any given day. Moving to the second segment, which is mid-range phones, which are around 30K. There are only two phones which impressed me a lot, which is Google Pixel 4a and OnePlus Nord. Let's see head-to-head specs. Google Pixel 4a got 730G processor and OnePlus Nord got 765G processor. It is clear that OnePlus has got a better option as they have got 765G processor and the big screen, which is AMOLED screen. Google Pixel 4a is better at camera and build quality, but the price is too high. If you look at the price, it is 32,000, while OnePlus Nord is only 25,000. If you are day-to-day user with compact sized phone you'd like to use, so Google Pixel 4a is a better option at any day, but the price is a segment that we look at to say OnePlus Nord is a better option, like it has got 765G processor with a decent amount of gaming, and OnePlus experience would be premium one. If you look at the Google Pixel 4a, the fingerprint is also a physical one on the back side of the case. It won't look premium. It should have been given in the display, and the price should have been around 27 to 28K. Then Google Pixel 4a would have been a better phone. It is my opinion. You have your kind of opinion, and I would choose OnePlus Nord as a winner, Google Pixel 4a as a runner-up. The next segment is interesting one, which is affordable flagships. In this, we have got OnePlus 80 and Samsung S20 FE. You know that Samsung has launched S20 series in this 2020, which is S20, S20 FE, and S20 Plus. The price was 80,000 while they launched, but after the month, the price went down to 45,000. So we can consider this as affordable flagship phones. In my opinion, 80 and S20 FE both are the winners. If you look at the price range, both of them are similar. If you look at the performance, both are similar on single cores, but the multi-core score is compared to the Exynos OnePlus 80 has a better performance than S20 FE. If you are much into a gaming and multitasking, OnePlus 80 is the best option. And if you want to use a phone which is for camera and display is your main priority and the compact phone, so S20 FE is the better option for you. If you ask me what will I choose, I would choose OnePlus 80 because I am much into gaming and I know what's my choice is. If your choice is not the gaming, S20 is the best option I could say. So both of them are the winners. Let's move to the next category, which is gaming phones. PUBG is a revolution that created the mindset of mobile manufacturers to create a gaming phones. There are few manufacturers created gaming phones such as ROG, Nubia Magic, Black Shark, but in India we have got only ROG phones. So there is only one phone which is ROG 3. While coming to the games, it is a beast. If you look at the price, it is only 50K, which is less than the iPhone's price. It has got best fastest chipset in it, which is Snapdragon 865 plus processor. It is guilty to announce, but ROG 3 is the winner in this gaming phone segment and it is best looking phone too. Our next category is true flagship killer. In this we have iPhone 12 and OnePlus 8 Pro. While we look at the performance of these phones, both of them performs really good. In fact, iPhone 12 has a better performance than OnePlus 8 Pro because of its bionic chipset and it has got very good optimization level. So it is really good at the performance level of single cores. But winner can be only one, which is OnePlus 8 Pro. I know many of them won't agree with it. Let me give you the reasons. iPhone has only 60Hz refresh rate, no AMOLED screen, low on battery backup. Moreover, its display is really small. If it needs to be a true flagship killer, it needs to have at least 6.5 AMOLED screen and at least 60 Hz of refresh rate so that we could say it is a flagship killer. But the iPhone manufacturer doesn't give an update to the screens like they really want to give, but the burning issues has been the problem with their displays, so they stuck with the 60 Hz displays. Hopefully we can expect 90 Hz refresh rate with AMOLED screens in iPhone 13. Let's see what gonna happen. Here comes our last segment, which is Pro Max S Plus Ultra editions. It is weird to say, but they are really weird. We have two phones in this, which is iPhone 12 Pro Max and Samsung Note 20 Ultra. While we compare these phones, both of them are good looking. I use both of them. Both of them are having unique specifications. But when we compare, one should be the winner. iPhone 12 Pro Max has a better camera, which is 12 MP on the rear side and captures decent amount of photography. But camera is not only the segment that we compare. We compare display, refresh rate, its battery backup. When we look at this, Samsung Note 20 Ultra is the better option. It has a really good premium looking phone with a sleek and stylish design, not bulky as iPhone 12 Pro Max. And Samsung Note 20 Ultra has a S Pen more over it. It is really handy while we use the phone. iPhone 12 Pro Max is bulky and it is heavy phone. Samsung Note 20 Ultra is sleek, stylish, and premium looking phone with a good battery backup. So I would say Samsung Note 20 Ultra is the winner and iPhone 12 Pro Max is the runner up. I know everybody has their kind of opinion, and a few of them will not agree with my iPhone results. We have gone through many tests to tell you the best option in these segments. If you have any better options in these segments, please do let us know through the comments in the comment section. I will read every comment. I will reply to your comments. And there is also a special video which is regarding price segment of these phones. I would make another video regarding the price segment, which is 10,000, 20,000, up to 50,000. You could know which phone is better in this price segment. And hope you like this video. If you like this video, please like, share, and comment. And if you are new to our channel, please do subscribe. And thanks for watching. Bye bye.